Hello, everyone. My name is Abby Quirback. You can call me Miss Quirback. And welcome to room 313. I'm going to be your child's 9th grade U.S. history teacher, so take a seat anywhere you like, and we'll start the presentation. So some background information about me. I used to go to Chelmsford High School myself. I graduated in 2020. I went to Parker Middle School before that, so I am so excited to be back as a teacher. It's going to be a new experience, but I'm excited. In high school, I took 2 early childhood classes, and I would have took a third if it fit into my schedule. So I knew that I was going to be a teacher for quite some time. I attended Fitchburg State, and I got my degree in history and secondary education. I am currently going back to school in order to get my master's, so I'll be taking some night classes until I finish. I should be finished my master's around the end of next year, which is really exciting. Some other background information on me. I love sports. In college, I played soccer, and I also ran spring track. I'm a certified personal trainer, so I love health and fitness, and I'm very passionate about that. I also live in Lowell, Massachusetts. I have my whole life, so you may be wondering how I was able to attend Chelmsford Public Schools, and that's because I was on school choice, so I have lived there my whole life. And then I also have a cute bunny at home. His name is Chuckles. So I'm a pretty outgoing person. I love making people laugh, and I want to create a positive classroom environment where students are excited to come to class, they look forward to it, they can have fun in class, but they also understand that there's an expectation that they're going to be learning and that they're going to need to get their work done by the end of class. I chose teaching because I love working with kids and I love helping others. So I want to ensure that your child is successful in my classroom and in life in general. And I want to teach them important skills that they'll be able to carry with them into their adult life. I'm hardworking and passionate about my job, and I want to inspire students to put forth their best effort into school. I want to create a positive environment where all my students, they believe in themselves and in their abilities. And I want to let you know that your students will be successful in my class if they're putting in solid effort and they're getting their work done. I would describe my classroom management style as authoritative. So this basically just means that I balance teacher control and student involvement. At the beginning of the year, I had students establish what sort of rules that they wanted to have in a classroom. I give them choice on what assignments that they want to complete. They all have to complete assignments, but I give them individual choice on, completing an assignment that is specific to their interests. So maybe instead of doing an essay, they could do a debate or a timeline or a project. As long as they're understanding the course material, they're free to be creative and complete things that they're interested in. Students are encouraged to share their opinion and contribute to classroom policies, but there is also the expectation that they are adhering to the rules in place. Structure exists, but I want students to, again, take learning into their own hands. And I also value student input and feedback because I'm always looking to improve in all different areas of the classroom. So it's very important that students are honest and respectful, but, they give solid feedback. So maybe I could change something in the future for next time that could only benefit them. I care about my students inside and outside the classroom, and I want them to succeed in everything they do. I feel like I've touched on this a little bit before, but I have a very strict classroom policy on respect. When I was a student at Chelmsford High, I felt like I had respect for my peers and my teachers, and a lot of my classrooms had a very welcoming environment, which is what I want to replicate for my own classroom. So I've worked hard to create an environment where all students, regardless of race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and religion, can feel accepted and welcome. This way, when students enter my classroom, the primary focus is on learning, and students are comforted by the safe environment which I create for them. So every student at the beginning of the term received a syllabus which outlined the activities and assignments that will be completed during term 1. I made this far out in advance so students could see the timeline of when everything will be due. So if there was conflict outside of school, maybe they had a tournament or a concert or a recital, then they would be able to do that work ahead of time because they see it all scheduled out for them. Students at the beginning of the year were also given a Pearson US 1 history textbook. So this is where all the readings will be coming from. We start with chapter 1 and we'll get through till chapter 7 by the end of the year. Homework usually entails students reading the required text for homework. So maybe I'll give them 1 or 2 sections to read the night before. And then the next day in class, there will be a discussion. It's not graded, it's just a discussion on some of the things that they learned throughout the reading, anything that they want to talk about, any questions. And then after that little discussion and recap, they will complete usually a worksheet or some sort of assignment, some classwork assignment that will be either collected at the end of class, or if a student doesn't finish, it will become additional homework. So I'll always give them enough time to complete it in class. Whatever's not completed will turn into homework. So we're going to be covering a lot of content from now until the end of the year. We'll be learning different events from U.S. history, starting with the American Revolution and ending with the Industrial Revolution. There will be many important topics covered, including different social movements, race relations, political structures, economic structures, cultural interactions, and human-environment interactions. And as we cover these broad and in-depth topics, there are 4 main goals that I want students to be able to learn and keep in mind. So the first one is enhance critical thinking and analytical skills. We have enhance writing and communication skills, acquaint students with the basic tools of interpretation, and develop student awareness of the diversity and complexity of human, social, cultural, political, and economic institutions. Finally, I want to let you know that I am here to work with you, so feel free to contact me with any questions or concerns. My email is missquirback@gmail.com. My cell phone number is 978-123-4567. I respond to any message within 24 hours, so I try to get back to you as soon as I can. And if you are interested in signing up for my bi-weekly virtual newsletter, let me know and I will add you to the email list. This gets sent out every 2 weeks. I'll have general information regarding the topics that we're covering in class and a full list of assignments with their corresponding due dates. Thank you so much for coming to this open house. It was nice meeting all of you.